Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Golia. I'm an actor, singer, and creator here in Los Angeles, and I am so excited to introduce you to visual artist, filmmaker, and actress Christine Stoddard. How's it going, Christine?
Great. So nice to meet you. Thanks for
Yes,
having
I'm so happy that you're here. Before we get started, I'm going to show a little bit of the trailer to your film.
Will you be my jungle ghost, my rainforest queen in the sky? The earth will take us now. Eat us, Madam Ocean. Eat us if we have no
Okay, I love that. It looks so interesting and so cool. Can you tell me a little bit about the film and how it came to be?
Yeah, of course. So in grad school, I had the opportunity to occupy an art gallery on campus and just transform it. So I had it for almost 3 months in
Oh,
total. And I was there almost every single day, just working on my thesis exhibition, installing different photos and sculptures and a video. And I had all kinds of people wander in and out. And it really got me thinking about what it must be like to run a gallery. And I just developed this character in my head. I started coming up with a story and I wrote a script. And then I tucked it away. I graduated June 2019, had a very fun filled fall, and
yes,
then the pandemic hit.
there it is. Yep.
But I had the opportunity to once again occupy a gallery, but in my home state of Virginia. 1708 Gallery had this call for artists who had lost studio space, and I was one of them because I couldn't access my Brooklyn studio space during that time at
Mhm.
all. So in May 2020, they had me just do whatever I wanted in the gallery. I had 24/7 access for a couple of weeks.
Amazing.
And I decided, you know what? That script I wrote, I'm going to rewrite that because, hey, there wasn't a global pandemic when I first came up with this character and this idea.
Right.
And I'm just going to film this. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make all the adjustments necessary so that I am the crew member. I'm the actor, I'm the director. So it's an art film. It is experimental, but there's still a narrative to it. And it's about a gallery owner who loses her husband to suicide. And the pandemic does feature in it, but it's not central to the story. She has to make all these adjustments for e-commerce during the pandemic, which is something many real life gallery owners had to deal with, many business owners in general had to deal with when the pandemic hit. So in that sense, the pandemic factors into the story, but it's really more about her dealing with grief and realizing that she is still an artist, even though she has invested so much time and effort in building this business and representing other artists. She still has a voice. She still wants to express herself. And she finds herself again painting for the first time in a few years.
Wow. Oh, that sounds so beautiful. I can't wait to see it. That's
Thanks.
wonderful. I'm so impressed by you and how you took your this pandemic and turned it into something so positive and inspiring and awesome. Like,
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I think like many people, I was just flailing. But I noticed that many other artists were using this time as an opportunity to create. I mean,
mhm,
in some ways, it almost felt like we had more creative freedom because we didn't have the pressure, the daily pressure that is starting to return.
I feel like it just hit me over the head. Like I was doing nothing, or I was like, I had the creative freedom I had all this time. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, how does real life work again? Like, what
Mhm,
is going on?
mhm. Gotta put pants back on.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is wild. So, okay, wait. So where you said you were born in Virginia and now you're in Brooklyn?
Mhm. Yeah, so I was born in Arlington, Virginia, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. My dad's a native New Yorker. My mother is from El Salvador. I was the first one in my family born in Virginia, born in the DC area, period. And I knew I didn't want to stay. I fell in love with New York at a young age. I would come up to visit my grandparents, and my dad always had so many wonderful stories to tell. And plus,
Yeah.
it's the capital for art. I do
Oh,
love LA. I do love Miami. There are other major cities that I enjoy visiting. I am a city girl, but New York is the place for me.
yeah, I feel you. I absolutely love New York. I'm back there as often as I can be. I think it's just wonderful. So when did you realize that art was what you needed to do, was like more than your passion, but needed to be your entire life?
Really from a young age. So my dad
Really?
is a director of photography, and he mainly works on documentaries and news broadcasts for national programs. My mom was a housewife, but she always made art with my siblings and me growing up. She's a very creative person, and she would take us to the Smithsonian museums in DC. We'd go to different festivals, like art festivals, music festivals, literary festivals. She was constantly taking us to the library. I mean, she just wanted to immerse us.
Yeah.
And my dad went to the School of Visual Arts. He studied fine art photography. And then toward the end of college, well, he transferred to RIT to get his 4-year degree. And then he started to get into video. Uh, and yeah, I mean, through him, photography and film have always been a part of my life too. So
Yeah.
both of them just had a really strong influence on my love for the arts. And I mean, that's not to say that they never had fear or hesitation. I think they were realistic.
Mhm.
And they told me that I had to work hard, that if this is what I wanted, I needed a plan and I needed to follow through.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I've always been pretty practical about approaching my creative projects. I do have to think about money. I do
Yeah.
have to think about how to fund things. Uh, that being said, I've never really imagined any other path for myself.
Yeah. I can feel that from you, like through the Zoom screen, that you're like such an artist, like in your deepest, deepest core. And oh, I just love everything about you. So do you have any
Aw.
other do you have advice out there for anyone who's just starting or like trying to find their way in the world of art?
Yeah, definitely always create for yourself no matter what. Because the passion has to come from you first, and you have to believe in yourself first. You need a certain level of confidence. That doesn't mean you won't ever doubt yourself. I doubt myself a little bit every day. That's probably not going to change, but I think it's important to push through your fear and just keep going. As I mentioned before, I always have a plan. I think big picture, what do I need to accomplish this project? And I don't always have the answers, but I have gotten to a place where I often know where to find the answer, like who to ask, what to research, who do I call, who do I send an email to
Mhm.
find out how do I make this happen? And then, yeah, put together a solid plan, a solid to-do list, and follow through on it. It
Yeah.
can sound very boring and practical, but if you want to get things done, that's how you do it.
Yeah. I'm all about that, and so important to realize like that there is a business side of it, like we have to
Yeah.
balance it. That's not taught enough. We're all taught how to, like, I mean, as an actor, like how to audition and how to like do the role, but we need to know how to balance our lives as well.
Yeah, and I would add to don't wait for gatekeepers. I mean, I still submit work all the time. I'm still waiting on yeses and nos from people who have a lot more power and a lot more influence and a lot more money than I have. But I also make my own projects a priority. I want to make sure that I give myself permission to create and to put work into the world. I can't not just wait for someone to say yes, to give me the green light for everything. Like, obviously, some projects I can't realize for myself, at least at this point. I can't self produce everything. But yeah, I think it's important to just not wait for permission for everything. Otherwise, you won't do anything.
Right. Ah, I love that. That's so true. Well, it's so exciting that you're going to be here on the Phoenix platform. I just think it's perfect for you and a wonderful way for more people to find your work and for you to showcase all of the different types of art that you do. I'm going to put all of your links underneath this video so everyone can find you very easily. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what's next for you. So thanks so much for spending time with me today.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too.